What's up, you guys? Joe Dobby here, back at it again with a Team Never Spark exclusive video for you today. One of our boys, Adrian, aka riplungs, one of our top players on the team, managed to place top 8 in Mario's Gaming World Season 1 Circuit Championship. So Mario hosts these locals kind of like once a week, and you get points and invitations to the championship at the end of the series or the season. And riplungs here managed to get 7th out of how many people, Adrian?
I believe it was 46 players.
46 players, yeah, and it's 46 cream of the crop for Mario's community because this is an invite-only championship. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Amazing. So he played an absolutely unorthodox deck. We've kind of been labbing the Dash Pack MetalGarurumon for a while. It's the only deck I've topped 6th with and back in BT4. And Adrian has managed to continue to impress with this deck by updating it per set. And I know a lot of people from my own kind of like Joe Dobby YouTube videos have been asking for that version, and I think it's time we release Adrian's version because it is a successful and unique version, and honestly I don't think I need to do any more updating. So with that said, go ahead and start with the deck profile, and then after that we will dive into your matchups, how to play the deck, and what kind of tips you would have for someone who wants to build a deck like this. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, take us away, brother.
All right, we'll start off with the eggs. Pretty standard eggs for purple. We have 4 Demi-Mera eggs. Really good just for the draw power. To get our pieces as fast as possible. And I never really like running 5 eggs just because of consistency.
Gotcha.
For the rookies, we have 1 Psychmon, just because of Beelstar is becoming relevant in the meta, so we want to have one just in case.
Yeah, and Psychmon's really good too against cards like in Imperial Dramon, like Stingmon, for example, right?
Yes, that too. Them not being able to bring out Stingmon for 3 memory can sometimes save you that 1 turn.
Exactly.
So it's good to have at 1.
Yep.
And then 2 Dracmon, just for the late game against Yellow Hybrid or Mastermon, being able to recycle your options. A really strong card. Then we have 2 Tapirmon. Like I said, we want to be able to get our pieces as fast as possible. So just in case we brick, we are able to unbrick out, especially with the Demi-Mera egg, draw 2 cards.
Very good.
2 Gazimon, one of my favorite cards in the whole game. A lot of memory boost in this format. So Gazimon is still relevant after like 3-4 formats. So got to run 2 at least.
Exactly.
And then lastly, the 4 Gabumon, again, being able to draw into our pieces with the egg. That's 3 cards you're drawing. So probably the strongest rookie in the whole deck.
Very good.
Okay, with the level 4s, we are running the promote package. So we have 3 promote, 2 Kinkaku, and then 2 Genkaku. I'll explain right now why we're running this package specifically, but of course, with the promote, it's good for Nailbone. Oh, sorry, I'm actually running 4 promotes. Okay. And then to finish our 4 count, we're running 3 blocker Devimon 1 cost, a card that a lot of people might not expect. A lot of people think that blockers are irrelevant, just because a lot of monsters get popped at a low level or lower DP count, but it's an awesome target for Nailbone, and we want to turbo into our level 6 as fast as possible, so having that 1 cost is really strong. Perfect. And there is another cheeky play that I'll show you with this deck on why we run this card as well.
Sure.
And then for the level 5s, we are running 4 Lady Devi. Again, all about getting to our pieces and being able to combo with the inherited effect of using an option and destroying a rookie. So potentially getting rid of 2 bodies in 1 turn. And just mainly, again, like I said, for the draw power.
Yep. Love Lady Devi.
And then for another spicy card, we have 3 Chimeramons.
Ooh, okay.
So this card combos really well with Nailbone. Being able to Nailbone, bring out a 3 and a 4. You could potentially Evo over for 1 over your level 3. So you swing once with Promote, and then Evo over your 3, going to Chimeramon, swing again, and now you have a whole new stack for Garurumon.
Got it. That's pretty good.
right, that's it for our 5s. And now for our level 6s, the dog of the deck, the main MVP, for MetalGarurumon Digiburst. Super strong card. Being able to play options for free, either going by bringing out board presence or just destroying monsters on the board for free, and being able to do it twice in one turn, I think is probably one of the most broken things in the game.
Yes, I totally agree. I love that card, speaking from full-on experience.
Yeah, it's a super strong card, super slept on, so I'm really glad that it's still strong in the meta.
Agreed.
And then to finish off our level 6 count, 1 Mastamon. Combos really well with the promote package, being able to bring it out for 3. And then a really nice late game finisher, just to being able to rush, hit 1 security for game.
Very nice.
And then we have 2 level 7s, which would be our 2 Zwarts. So being able to nail bone twice in one turn, that's 4 bodies. And then bringing out Zwart over your Garuru, that's 6 bodies in one turn.
Yeah.
No deck can really answer that.
Yeah.
Even maybe just Black War Greymon with their option card of Gaia Force, but even then, don't even run it.
Yeah.
So super strong combo with this card.
I think the only real answer is Paladin mode, and not a lot of people run it at a good enough number to actually answer something like that.
Yes. All right. So for the options, we are running 4 Fly Bullet.
Perfect.
4 Nailbone.
Gotcha.
And then my spicy tech, 3 Flame Hellscythe.
Okay.
So,
all right.
The reason why we go for these cards is pretty simple. Fly Bullet gets rid of pretty much everything in the meta right now. No one's really running level 7s. Super strong against Imperial, Mastamon, and pretty much any deck. Really awesome card in security. 4 Nailbone for the rush for promote and the board presence. Super strong card. And then 3 Flame Hellscythe. Really strong card against armor decks. They really don't expect it. And then bringing out promote for the second effect, and then also potentially gaining the memory with the promote package is really strong.
It makes Flame Hellscythe 5 cost, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason why I didn't want to run Trump Sword is just because it feels kind of bad against Imperial when they swing with the Vmon or the Vmon and they don't die.
Yeah.
So Flame Hellscythe kind of does that. And it works out really strong.
Pretty good. That's awesome. That's a beautiful tech.
And so you might be wondering, how do we play Flame Hellscythe if there's no yellow? Well, we run lastly 3 TK and Kari for our Tamers.
Okay.
So pretty much we run it just because we can activate this. But the fact of it, the weakness with this deck is if I'm not able to turbo into quick, I need some sort of defense.
Got it.
So this card sometimes makes players play differently. They don't attack into you, which can help me stall out.
Lots of time.
Yes, lots of time, or being able to just play this card, gain a lot of memory, and being able to evo for your 3 over your 4 with the Chimeramon play, or potentially bringing out Zord and keeping your turn.
Spicy. I love that. That's good. All right. So if you could give me 3 minutes here. First of all, I think that profile was absolutely amazing. I love the TK Kari implementation for Flame Hellscythe. I think that is the most efficient way to actually be able to add Flame Hellscythe without, losing on the consistency of the deck. So I think great job by choosing that. So dive into the matchups a little bit. Give me like a quick spiel for each round.
So round 1 and 2, I played back-to-back Yellow Hybrid.
Gotcha.
And then round 3 and 4, played back-to-back Mastamon.
Okay.
And then in top 8, I played against Mastamon again.
Sweet.
So the first, my only loss in the first Swiss was Mastamon, which would be round 3. And then, pretty funny, I had to play against the same player in top 8, and unfortunately lost to him again.
Yeah.
But other than that, my thought process with the deck and why I chose to run it was, my mind going into this tournament was, this tournament is gonna be filled with skilled players, and it's known to be this online presence tournament, so I want to go there expecting I'm gonna go against good players. the reason why I chose this deck is because I believe it has a really strong matchup against Yellow Hybrid and Mastamon.
Got
Just
it.
because Purple has always had a good matchup against Yellow since they like to go late game.
Yeah.
And Garurumon can play that and even better, just being able to bring out multiple bodies.
Yeah.
And then against Imperial, you have your Fly Bullet and your Hell Sight being able to pop their bodies.
Yeah.
So this deck feels really strong against everything, even Beelstar. Its only weakness would be Shivamon, but no one's playing that. So I felt really confident with the deck, and it performed exactly how I thought it would. Only, to be honest, the only reason I lost was just because I bricked, but that's just the nature of the game. But other than that, I'm really glad I chose this deck, and I'm really glad that it can prove to still be a contender.
That's amazing. I mean, that I'm glad that it's functioning the way it is, because this is like my baby as far as this Digimon's concerned. But that said, couple questions. Without like cards like Memory Boost, how did you really find your pieces? I feel like with Gabumon and Lady Devi, I don't know if that's actually enough for you to find all your pieces. So where did you find your draw power from? Did you find the deck inconsistent at times?
So it's kind of high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
To where you could open up options in your hand or not see your Garuru. So we that is an unfortunate part of the deck, and I agree with what you said. Gabumon and Lady Devi were not enough to find my pieces. When I did, it was pretty much, okay, awesome, I'm gonna take control of the game. And when I did it, I kind of had to Evo over my Gabu and swing with either Ginkaku, Kinkaku, and try to dig. And then even when I did raise Lady Devi to get the draws, sometimes I'd get punished for it.
Yes, like they'd remove it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of my concerns, yeah.
So that is something that I took into consideration, and I do have changes already made for the deck to complement that.
Perfect. Okay, so I don't want to leak any changes yet in case you're using this in other tournaments, so we'll save that for another time. But do you have any more things you wanted to add? What's your 2 pieces of advice for people that want to play this deck at their locals or at a tournament scene?
So one advice I highly recommend is this card is pretty much once your opponent sees this in raising, your opponent can't really do anything about it. That doesn't mean that you just bring it out the next turn and go off. Obviously, you do want to do that, but if you're going against a very skilled player, they might set you up as a trap, or they might want to bait you into fly bulleting something or something like that. So you really have to know when you want to take control and when you want to raise your Guru. And basically from there, just either nailbone, fly bullet, and then bring on that pressure. Other than
Sounds good, okay.
Purple has always been a deck, like I said earlier, a high risk, high reward. So do give it a try, make your changes if you like. Just really focus on the option part and knowing when to, use it at full effect, whether against antibody, Imperial, hybrid. Because against slow-paced decks, like I said, you're usually in a really good position. And then against the fast decks like Armor Rush and Imperial, you don't want to just have luck on your side with security. So do try to play around certain things. Other than that, I really hope people give it a try, because this card's slept on, and I feel like it's a really good card in the meta.
All right, so you guys heard it here first. We got riplungs, aka Adrian, topping out of 46 players in Mario's Gaming World Season 1 Circuit Championship. 7th place, very good feat. Congratulations once again. If you guys have any questions for Adrian or myself, please like the video, comment below what your questions are. We'll be more than happy to answer them for you. We want to give this a shot and see how many people can actually play this to success. And yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.
Peace out, guys.